If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on advanced maths where we are solving IIT JEE questions. So today we will be taking again 3 questions. Question number 10A, 10B and then 11A. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, if you see question number 10A, so in 10A it is given in triangle ABC. ABC are the lengths of its sides, ABC are the angle of the triangle, capital ABC, then the correct relation is. So you can see it is a general question. For any triangle the relation should hold true. So for general type of approach, what I told you, so there is a very good easy method. So you take with any general approach, any triangle you take from your mind, any standard triangle whose angle and these you know, then you apply it. So the best thing that comes in our mind for our general thing is a equilateral triangle where all three sides are equal, all three angles are equal. So I am taking a very specific case, equilateral triangle. Let us check which options are correct and which options are, because it is identity, it should true for all type of triangles. So the best way to deal, this is general type of questions we have discussed in earlier chapters also. In every chapter you will find it. If there is a general approach, you take a specific triangle which you know all the parameters, then you can try it with a right angle triangle also. You can try with a right angle triangle which is 90 degree, 60 degree, take these angles in such a way that the ratio should satisfy. That's it. If you take it is 60 degree, it is 30 degree, if it 90. So tan 60 you know root 3, so this is root 3, this is 1. So what will be this angle? This will be 3 plus 1 root 4, that is 2. So you can tie with this triangle also, ABC you consider these two and the angles you consider, you see which one is satisfying, anything. So the best easy thing is this one. If with this, if I am checking with equilateral triangle and I found two are correct, then I am not sure which one is correct. Then you try with another general one, this one. Obviously you will find that one is correct only. So that's the way idea of doing this one without going for long proofs and derivations. So you can, in the exam this will be very helpful for you, for not for in this topic, in every topic. So if you try with this one ABC, let us put it in first one. Both these are equal. Both these are equal means this will be 0. So this side is 0, left hand side is 0. So this should also come 0. What is this angle A? A is 60 degree. So A cos 60, A cos 30, that is A by 2. A root 3 by 2. So this is not equal. Left hand is equal and right hand is A root 3 by 2. So these are not equal. So A will not be the answer. Next come to B. This side is 0. Right hand side is will be B minus C. That is 60 minus 60. Sin 0 is 0. So it is both side is 0. It can be. I am not finally giving answer, because if you are eliminating here, options you are eliminating, not you are getting the correct answer, you are eliminating wrong answer. So that's why it is not the correct thing now. We need to eliminate other one. I eliminated. I need to eliminate any other two also. That's why if I eliminate 3, then the left one will be correct for me. C. So it will be what? It will be A plus, both are A 2A sin the sin 60. 2A sin 60 means 2A sin 60. You can see this side, and it will be A cos 30. So these are not equal. So sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 is also root 3. This also 2A is equal to A. No, it is not possible. Next here this side is 0, but this side it is not 0 because it is sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So it is not 0. So obviously you left with 3 options are gone. So obviously the left one will be the correct one. So this is the best way to do this type of questions if it is a general approach. You will see lots of questions of this. Any general type approach, whether you can apply it or not. Now you come to this one, this 10B. So the circles with radius 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3 circles are there. They touch each other. 3, 4, 5. They touch each other. They are touching each other externally at a point P. Touch each other externally. This is top. If P is the point of intersection of the tangents of the circle, so this is the tangent one, this is common tangent. They are asking you this common tangent. These are the 3 circles they have touched. So the common tangent, this is one common tangent, this is one common tangent, all the 3 common tangents, they meet at the point P. Okay. Find the distance P from the point of contact. Point of contact means these are the point of contact. Now if you take one circle, let me take one circle, then it will be easy. This was one. So this is the point P. You can see these two tangents are meeting at point P. Okay. So they are asking you to find the distance between this one, point of contact. Okay, this. Okay, we will do it. But this angle is 90, you see. So these are asking between distance between this and this. Now one thing you see, what about this quadrilateral? If you can see, this quadrilateral is, if you see this triangle, these and these are equal, these and these are equal, these angle are equal. So these two triangles, these and these are congruent angles. So these angle and these angles are same. Similarly, these angles and these angles are same. So that you has to know. Now if you join all the vertices, if I join all the vertices, and because it is touching here, so this angle will be 90, this angle will be 90, so this line will be a straight line, this line will be a straight line, this line will be a straight line, because this is also 90, this is also 90, so 90, 91, it is a straight line. So this length is 8, this length is 9, and this length is 7, so it is a triangle, you can see now. Okay, now these angles are same, because I have proved here these and these are same. So this is an angle bisector, this becomes an angle bisector, this also becomes an angle bisector, this line becomes the angle bisector of this angle. So this becomes angle bisector of this. So all angle bisectors meet, that means it is in center. So from that, if you draw a circle, it will touch all this. Touch means where it is 90 degree. 90 degree means this line. 90 degree means where it is touching, this is 90 degree. You can see from here, if you draw a 90 degree, that means this was the 90 degree, this is the tangent. Okay, so that means they are asking you to find this length. What is this length? This length is nothing but in radius of this triangle. You have this triangle, you have this triangle. If I draw it in this way, this is 8, this is 9, this is 4. You have a point P here. So because it is internal bisector, it is also internal bisector, it is also angle bisector. So this is I. If you draw a circle, it should touch because it is in center. Now this distance is nothing but the perpendicular that we have already drawn. This is the perpendicular, because this was the triangle. So this is the perpendicular, you can see. So they are asking you only in radius. If you draw it, you will find it, they are asking is only in radius. So what is the formula of in radius? Delta by S. So you have sides 7, 8, 9. So S will be the same perimeter. So sum of this divided by 2, it is 12. So area is S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus. So if you do, the answer is 1. So just you need to draw it, and you need to feel it. What is there? Now if you come to question number 11a, what they are asking, given an isosceles triangle which is given, the angles are 120 degree, whose angles is 120 degree, and radius of the incircle is √3. So these are not general question, because specific values are given. The area of the triangle in square per unit. Okay, so you have, this is angle, one angle is given 120. The 120 will be the largest angle, because only one angle can be greater than 90 obtuse angle triangle. So it is 120. Radius of the incenter, that is small r, is equal to r √3. You need to find the area of the triangle, and it is also isosceles also. So these two squares should be equal, because 120, another angle cannot be 120, only 120. So this should be equal. So 30, 30 it will be. If you make these two equal, then this is 120, this is also 120. So this will cross 180. It is not possible. So obviously these two sides should be isosceles. So these angle, all angles you know, and you know r. You need to find delta. So that's what you will go to all angles. That's it. So delta is equal to r into s. So s you know, a plus b plus. So we will replace all a, b, c in terms of angles. How to represent? That is the way to represent. A by sin a, b by sin b. You remember this one, and c by sin c is equal to 2r. So you represent this one. A is equal to 2r sin a, 2r sin b, 2r sin c divided by 2. Okay. So if you do it, it is something of this fashion. Okay, now you have the value of small r in radius, but you don't have the value of capital R. So now capital R also, there is a relation between small r and capital R involving triangle angles. So this was the relation between in radius and circumradius. We have discussed this one in theory also. So you will put this one. If you put instead of r this one, so it will come here and it will be r square. So now you have all the angles, you have small r also, and rest becomes very easy to you. You have all the values, you just put it there. Finally, if you draw it, your conclusion is 7 √3 plus 12. So this calculations, I think you can do it. Once you reach here, then all values are given to you. The idea is to find delta. So you write all the sides in terms of angles, because you know all angles. That was the idea. Rest is easy, normal calculation. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.